Welcome back to the MrShowTym showcast. I haven't done a Redpill audit meeting in a while, okay? Because this is something that I think this is rather necessary audit meetings for us to, or at least me, since I'm the only one doing Redpill audit meetings in the Redpill. It's important for us to, acknowledge where we might have had certain things wrong as the Red Pill community. The things that we didn't know, we didn't see coming. Some of the things that we did see coming, and we just hoped for a better outcome. I was wrong about President Donald Trump being free to execute and maneuver past and over the matrix, right? Some call it the system, whatever. But it turns out he was compromised this whole time because of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Now, please understand that whatever that is allowed to exist on the internet, that's what the agent Smiths have no problem people seeing. They have no problems people seeing that. On Facebook, I posted a picture. I would put it up on the screen right now, but I don't want to have this video taken down in strikes. There's a picture. I did post it on Twitter though. There's a picture of Trump, sitting on a bed with this financier PDF file criminal that goes by the name of Jeffrey Epstein. And every time I post it on Facebook, Facebook just removed it. It shut it down. And it makes perfect sense with regards to what's panning out right now, with regards to the Epstein files not being released. Folks, it is so disheartening for us, the Red Pill, especially bigger names than me, Candace Owens, your Fresh and Fits, all these guys, all these bigger name podcasts, influencers. We worked so hard over the years, red pilling the masses and getting Trump back in office once again. We really thought we hit the ultimate jackpot. And Trump ran on certain promises during his campaign. He promised that, he's gonna issue the biggest deportation program we've ever seen. He even brought on Tom Homan, and we really clapped like a bunch of seals. And of course, nothing's happened. Kash Patel, what did he say? On day one, he said he's going to turn the J. Edgar Hoover building into a museum. On day one, he said. Now, of course, it hasn't happened. It's been months. We're halfway through the year. And nothing of the sort is taking place. FBI, what's the title? Attorney General Pam Bondi. As now, some people are calling her Scam Bondi. She said, shout out to James O'Keefe. This is the one thing that I'm willing to give James O'Keefe credit for, because it was through his expose, recording, the conversations of Pam Bondi in the restaurant, talking about, the Jeffrey Epstein files. And immediately after that, like a week later, she does a press conference at the White House on Fox News talking about, oh yeah, we have the Epstein files. It's on her desk right now. Okay, then bring it out. And what happened? They fooled us. They gave us things that were already out, harmless stuff. All the while inviting these bought and paid for Israeli these shields for Israel. Okay, these bought and paid for influencers like DC Drano holding up the, what do you call them? The briefings, what do you call it? Whatever. Okay, and then only to find out that these are just like flight logs that were already out on the internet. They took us as fools. Now, all of a sudden, what came out recently is the realization that, the agent Smiths are just playing us at this point. There was a time where they used to hide the fact that, oh, no, we're not hiding anything. We're just trying to do the honest thing. Just trust us, right? Trust the system. Now they're basically saying, yeah, we're playing you, and what are you going to do about it? So what? Now they're insinuating that the Epstein client list never existed at all, and that all of us, this whole time, we were just merely hallucinating. We were just hallucinating this whole time. That's what they're insinuating. Don't trust your own eyes, okay? Our own eyes are lying to us. Trust the zeitgeist control machine. Trust the zeitgeist control machine, i.e. the media, okay? Our eyes are lying, but the media, yeah, those are the pioneers of truth and honesty and transparency and integrity. Hey, at this point, why not them just insinuate that Jeffrey Epstein was merely an imaginary friend all along? Virginia Giuffre was high on drugs, alluding to that photo she took with Prince Andrew, and Ghislaine Maxwell slowly peeking out in the background. Virginia Giuffre was drinking and sniffing. She was high on ecstasy, like a lot of us are. Jeffrey Epstein doesn't exist. He was just a ghost, a figment of our imagination this whole time. Wow. Now coming to Andrew Tate. I'd like to talk about Andrew Tate for a moment. I'm not a fan, I'm not like the staunch fan of Andrew Tate, but I have to give credit where credit is due. And at the same time, I also have to criticize where criticisms is due. I used to think that the westernized democracies were... So for example, I used to think that Andrew Tate was safe in Romania. I used to think it was safe in Romania. Away from, these westernized democracies. That would be the United States, South Africa, because South Africa may not be in the West technically, but because we're in the South, but we are a westernized country, a westernized first world democracy. Okay? Now I know some people might be foaming at the mouth. You're not first world, you're third world, you're just an African country. The ignorance continues. Continue with your ignorance. Fine. Continue thinking what you think, because you don't even know the three elements that make up that deciphers whether our country is first world or third world. You don't even know. So I'll continue with your stupidity, going off of the psyops, okay, going off of the programming that has been spewed out for years about Africa. I understand Africa is poor, but South Africa is an exception. But in your mind, oh no, you're just third world. Because why? Because we're an African country. Have you ever been here? How much do you know about South Africa? Not much? Okay. But you're just going off of those UNICEF ads of those children starving with flies buzzing around their faces, and you think that's just Africa. Okay. Continue on with your PSYOP programming. Moving on. South Africa is a first world westernized democracy. Even though technically we're not part of the Five Eyes, it's a story for another day. I said America, South Africa, England, which is now turned into a communist country, turning into a third world communist country, Australia, New Zealand. I thought that Andrew Tate was safe all the way in Eastern Europe, third world. Here's another thing. See, a lot of you people think that countries in Europe, European countries are first world. Why? Because they're European. Because it's full of white people in the European. That's what makes you think, oh, no, they must be first world. No, they're actually third world, dumbasses. Just because they feel the majority white people doesn't mean automatically grants them first world status. Those are communist socialist countries. Third world. Pretty much all countries in Europe are third world. Did you know? Stop going off of the movies showing you the Big Ben towers and what's this, Notre Dame in France, the little Eiffel Tower. That's not all of Europe. Just small, every country has their, blossoming city. It doesn't mean the whole country is first world. Most countries in Europe are third world. Communist, socialist, authoritarianism countries. So that's why I thought, that's what made me think that, Andrew Tate should be safe from, the backlash of his red pill takes with regards to feminism and freedom of speech. I thought that European countries, they don't play this game. But of course, you live and you learn. I've learned that pretty much all governments are connected, okay? All part of the matrix grid. And there's no escaping it. That's why what happened with Andrew Tate happened with Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate. Got arrested and, because of his, red pill talking points. I thought to myself, oh, he should be safe in, Eastern Europe. They don't play these games. Apparently they do. Apparently they do. And even if they don't, who's to say that, the Biden administration, or not just the Biden administration, sorry, I should say the US government, can't make phone calls and say, hey, listen, there's someone out there who, they think they're, a big shot. They're the nail that sticks out. Give them a good hammering so that they fall back in place. If you know what I mean. The nail that sticks out gets hammered. Here's what I hope Andrew Tate learns from this, because I'm still hearing a lot of these traditional conservatives. They still believe in Trump. I'm talking about Angry Man. He's continuously doing streams. Talking about he's still fighting. He's still fighting against the Democrats. So it clearly lets me know that he's behind. Andrew Tate is still praising Elon Musk and JD Vance and Donald Trump. Now, one or two things may be happening. Andrew Tate, because I know he's spoken with Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes has basically spoken with Andrew Tate, and I'm pretty sure he's explained to him how JD Vance, and he also explained this to the Heartstrings. Okay? He's been over there a couple of times. And the same thing with the Heartstrings. They still praise JD Vance. Talking about JD Vance is a great candidate. He's rational, he's logical, and he's the best candidate. One or two things are happening, okay, with Andrew Tate. Either he's moving with stealth, strategically, because you need people on your side. You need powerful people on your side, i.e., Donald Trump, since he's in office, to someone like, in case the worst were to happen, he might be able to pull some strings and get Andrew Tate out of hot water if the worst were to happen. So that's why I think Andrew Tate was over there at PPD and over in other podcasts praising the Trump administration in Elon Musk. Talking about Elon Musk, I really respect Elon Musk. Whatever you need, Mr. President, yes sir, I'll do it. Andrew, clearly Trump is compromised by Israel. Okay? At the very least, you have acknowledged that you disagree with some of Trump's stances on Israel. Okay, so I'll give you that. Another thing that's happening is, when you're busy, because I want to give Andrew Tate the benefit of the doubt here. When you're busy, you're managing the real world and you're dealing with court cases, so much stress imposed on you. So much monumental, colossal stress. I can only imagine being in Andrew Tate's position. How much work he has to get through in a single day. And I believe him. Look, sure, he takes some day off. He needs some time to cool off. Okay, so he's not going to take all the time to watch all of Nick Fuentes' Nick Fuentes' shows and live streams with regards to how JD Vance he's basically like a chameleon who's changed his name multiple times, yada yada, and he's basically like what I like to call a fake residual image created by the Agent Smiths. JD Vance is a creation of Peter Thiel. Don't you find it weird? A lot of these people, the origin stories are quintessentially very similar. What am I talking about? JD Vance, he graduated from not Oxford, is it Yale University? Yale. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. If it's Yale, it's not Spelman. No, let's just say Yale for now. Graduated from Yale, and then this one time he was walking about campus and boop, bumps into one of these billionaires. Okay? And of course, they have a dinner, they have an invite, and that's where, the rest is history. How is it that the same thing goes with South Africa's Rob Hersov? He said that he went over to America. I think he studied at one of Oxford, whatever, and he met. Was it either Michael Rupert, the actor, or Rupert Murdoch? Okay, what? These people are Agent Smiths, and when you just do your research, go on Wikipedia, like Myron, okay, you check that early life, you will find Jewish ties to it. It never fails. Every single time, guys. It never fails. So I wondered to myself, why is it that all these billionaires, all these people who are billionaires, they always have these origin stories where they're just minding their own business and then they bumped into some famous, powerful person. They make friends, they have a dinner, huh? And then the rest is history. And then they got hired and, they just took it from there. And their lives have just been on the smooth incline ever since, financially. It's the same origin story. Same with Elon Musk. Why is it that it's no one that is pro-Israel, pro-Palestine, huh? Someone who's against the Agent Smiths, someone who's pro-Palestine that doesn't meet these people, and they get to be hired and work for them and make a fortune. It's because they sell their soul. Okay, they sell their soul to any one of these people. I mean, I have my suspicions of Candace Owens and her husband as well, because Candace Owens has been, self-admittedly, she's been to Israel, and that is the place where celebrities go when they put their hand on the Western Wall, where they basically cash in their souls, and they come back as empty shells. They come back as these residual images created by the Agent Smiths. And the same goes for Tim Pool. Have you ever wondered? Now, I want to tie this into Candace Owens. Same goes for Tim Pool. There was a time where Tim Pool wasn't as popular, and it's coming very evident that the whole reason why Tim Pool has 2 million plus subscribers in the first place is because, again, folks, a lot of these people, a lot of these famous podcasters, they sell their souls to become famous podcasters. Tim Pool has had meetings with Benjamin Netanyahu. And some of the people around Tim Pool, such as your Lauren Chen, Lauren Southern, have been alleged to, be Russian spies. Now, I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to say they're guilty or innocent. We don't know. But don't you find it suspicious that Lauren Chen, ever since the allegations came out, she's disappeared, nowhere to be seen? Lauren Southern, when was the last time we heard from her? I'm just connecting dots here. Now, same thing with Tim Pool. Now, why not Tim Pool be a shield for Israel? He won't platform Nick Fuentes. He had that abrasive reaction with Kanye West when he was busy, complaining about the Agent Smiths. And I mean, look, Kanye West stormed off. I wish he hadn't. I wish he could have stuck around longer. But one may say that maybe Kanye West was trying to get some viral moment, which may be the case. But he's still not wrong. Kanye West is still not wrong. He's still right. Okay? Now, his conduct, personally, not something that I would advise, but he's still right. And it's just it breeds further suspicion why a lot of these people in the TradCon movement, not all, some of them, like your Milo Yiannopoulos, quoting Candace Owens, and Adam Sosnick from Valuetainment, and Vincent Oshana, and PPD. Them calling Candace Owens crazy. Oh, Candace Owens, she's just all for rockers nowadays. She's just crazy. Oh, maybe it's her pregnancy, low-key insulting her. Because Candace Owens has, taken a firm stance against Israel, a rational one. I saw a reaction, Myron was doing a reaction video of this is a show that I don't watch because I don't care what women say. But this new channel called Her Take, okay, which featured Adam Sosnick. Anna Kasparian was basically ambushed verbally by Lindy Lee, Adam Sosnick, Gillian Michaels. All of them were against Anna Kasparian. And this is a Democrat. I mean, the Democrats have always been, standing for the ones who are victims because of their humanitarian stance, approach to things. Okay, fine, whatever. But whoa, it was very telling how, even value statement itself, the reason why it is it has become a more well-known, popular franchise brand, media brand, is because PPD can't afford to go against the Agent Smiths. That's who built him. So of course they're gonna have a stance that is pro-Israel. I also watch Dinesh D'Souza versus Nick Fuentes. Wow, Dinesh, disappointing. I don't watch Dinesh D'Souza. I know about him, right? But it just really made me realize that a lot, let's just say 90% of all famous people, all famous podcasters, public figures, etc., they're pro-Israel. Okay, they are fake residual images created by the Agent Smiths, which is why they want the U.S. military to butt in to back Israel to attack Iran. And Anna Kasparian reiterated that this is the same playbook from Iran. WMDs, weapons of mass destruction, only to find out there was nothing in it. Are you Americans gonna fall for it again? If you do, shame. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Come on. Over and over, it's the same playbook. Benjamin Netanyahu has been alluding since 2003 how Iran is dangerous. They're building a nuclear weapon for decades. And you're telling me you Americans are going to fall for the same playbook again? What does that say about you? Falling for the same tricks over again. It means you're dumb. It means you're stupid. Which, to be honest, is the case for 90% of people in the world. Deaf, dumb, and blind. Stupid NPCs. Forever controlled by the zeitgeist control machine. In the words of Sneeko, you people need to wake up! Wake up! Shout out Sneeko. Hey man, it's majority are losers and few winners. Majority losers, few winners. Majority blue pillars, fewer red pills. That's all I have to say for now. Thank you so much for attending the Redpill audit meeting. And yeah, till next time. Cheers.